And I didn't know this at the time even. Or maybe I had just learned it. And it was like, the thing about a swamp is that a swamp's got trees that grow from under the water. And they poke their heads up. And so I was like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, you know, you see these trees, they have a tough time, right? And it's like, I think I got a tough time. These guys start growing under the water, right? That's optimism, you know? I have problems being optimistic, and you know, could you imagine if you were like, yeah, one of these days, maybe 3-4 years from now, maybe 6, 7, 8, I'll get up above that water, right? I'm a tree, you know? Anyway, I learned different stuff about the trees too. I mean, you probably know about it. But what's those ones, the mangroves? You know about mangroves? Mangroves are the weird ones, right? They like float around, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna like grow roots down into the water, or they got these arms that reach out. And they'll grow an arm that they know it's going to help them. It's going to help them stay up, but for a while it's going to make them heavier. There's so much poetry in life, right? Nature's full of poetry. Anyway, that has nothing to do with any song that I'm going to sing.
What?
I don't think. I haven't written the nature is poetry. You know, I've written that song yet. It has a lot of good lessons for you and me. Better than a lot of things people told me. Let's see. What can I sing you? I can sing you. Yeah, it's talking about nature, talking about the beginning of things, optimism. All right, I'll sing you a song. This is how I figure out my set list. I figure out my set list with the help of you and my incoherent rambling. It leads me in directions, you know? When we was Adam and Eve, looking now, you never would believe it was you and me and apples on the trees. But I remember when we was Adam and Eve. Deep down, honey, you can't say you don't. Going down some old familiar road. We could reminisce if you just talk to me, and we'd remember when we was Adam and Eve. We remember when this town was empty, when the empty lots were never rented. Before that I can't say, not till that 7th day. But baby, I remember you when you was clay. Everything before, we were two before this world was born, long before the fog, just you, me, and the dog. You remember remember when we was Adam and Eve. I remember when we was Adam and Eve. I remember when we was Adam and Eve. All right, you get it. I'm not a creationist. It's metaphor. I was trying to tell a priest that one time, right? And I was like, yeah, but Father, it's metaphor, right? It's metaphor. And he goes, I'm sorry, but yeah, you have to believe that it's the truth. And I'm like, no. I'm like, but the Bible. I'm like, but Father, the Bible, it's metaphor, right? It's like, it's a poem. It's a big, beautiful poem. Ah, yes, you could say it was a poem. It's a beautiful poem, but it's a true poem. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to. We'll get back. We'll get back and talk about this more. You know, altar boy life. You know, anybody here altar boys? Anybody?
I was once.
You were. Whoa, heavy. Yeah, see, back in my church, there was an altar girl one time. It caused a major problem back then. You know what I mean? Sexism was not even a word back then.
I was Anglican.
Oh, see, go ahead, right? Episcopalians, Anglican, they were cool. They let me play Bob Marley songs in the Episcopalian church. You know that? Anyway, that's not a joke. That's true. So anyway, lead me down the road. Where do I go next here?
I shall be released.
I shall be released. That's good. I was like, I gotta have a song that has something vaguely to do with being an altar boy. And I'm like, yeah, I shall be released. That's beautiful. You could also be released from class as an altar boy. I was set up for this musician life early on. They made me the bass player in school, so I always got out of class because they were like, we need a bass player. There's only 2 of you in school. And then I became an altar boy, and they were like, there's a wedding this afternoon. There's a funeral. You got to get out of class. I'm like, hey, sorry guys, I got to be out of here. Say every man could be replaced, but every distance is not near. So I remember every face, every man who put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Say every man needs protection. Say that every man must fall. I swear I see my reflection somewhere so far above this wall, and I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Every day here in this lonely crowd stands a man who's not to blame. Every day I hear him shouting so loud, just crying out that he's been framed. And I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I think the first time I heard that song was actually Nina Simone singing it. If you ever hear the Nina Simone version, it's like beautiful. I had no idea it was a Bob Dylan song back then. Yeah, let's see. Let me play some rock and roll for you, some blues or something. I don't want you to think I'm like a one-trick pony over here. You know? The first time I came to Winnipeg, I don't know when the hell that was. It was many, many years ago. It was like 2000, maybe 2001, 2002. And let me tell you, the Slackers, we had a real good route that time. We drove from Texas to Winnipeg. You draw that line, you look up the map, and we go through the middle of nowhere in the U.S. I don't even know what the hell states we went through. We didn't stop too often. And at some point, I remember I'm driving down the highway. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep, and I see this little thing out in the horizon, and it's kicking up a lot of dust, and it's coming straight for the van. And I'm like, no way is this thing gonna come anywhere near the van. I mean, it's so little, it's a little dot out there, you know? And sure enough, that thing rolled right, it ran right in front of the van. It came from being a little speck to being this huge horned creature. And I had to slow down, and I was like, is anybody else awake? Nobody else is awake to see this except me. Nobody knows the things that I have seen tonight. And they slowly started waking up. And I said, look out there in the horizon, do you see it? I think I see a light out there. I think I see a building or something. And they said, yeah, Vic, we're looking on the map. It looks like that's Winnipeg out there. And I said, all right, I'm coming. Bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. Bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. Time I missed to tell her she never heard a word I said. I said, go on, pretty baby, you're gonna need my help girl from the prairie, you know? And I remember she told me, she said, I don't belong here anymore, Vic. And I said, but come on, what do you mean? I said, don't you like tractors and caribou? It's lovely out here, she said, forget it, I'm going to the pig. I'm out of here, Vic. And I was like, well, can I come visit you at least? And I remember, yeah, she let me come visit a few times, you know, but she started dressing all fancy. And she had cooler friends than me. I don't know, it was... I said, go on, pretty mama. Go on, knock yourself out. I said, go on, pretty baby. I said, go on, knock yourself out. You said you heard me talking, you don't know what I'm talking about. Bright lights, big city. Bright lights, big city. Bright lights, big city. They're gone to my baby's head. You know I try my best to tell you, you never heard a word I said. You know I try to tell you, woman, you never hear a word I say. I try to tell you, baby, you never hear a word I say. Bright lights, big cities. My God, I walked around Winnipeg yesterday. I know, I was impressed. What have I got to say? We went to the sculpture garden. It was beautiful. Then I saw the park. I saw the downtown. You know, what the hell? What? How did this happen? That's what I want to know. Sometimes you really got to marvel at humanity. You know, it's just like it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, I think. What do you think? Here, bam, we got it. And you're like, wow, it's another place to go.
Garlic is the sun.
Oh yeah, really? Well, it's one of those things where fuck. What's going on there? Oh, I don't know. I brought myself some ciders. That makes me burp for like about 3 days. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for the offer though. I appreciate it. Last time went 2002. In 2002, let me tell you, oh my God. I was a different person back then. I'd be eating ice pops. What do you call the ice pops here? Freezies. 2002, I'd be sitting there, I'd be like, give me another freezy. Now a freezy would kill me. I'd have a headache, I'd be like, sorry guys, I can't play the set. I have a sugar headache. Ah, like that. It's true, I met a guy in New York, he's a Chinese doctor. He won't meet me he doesn't have an office. So he meets me in an Indian restaurant. He takes my blood pressure over the table. You know, it's like one of those things. I'm like, is this really happening? This is my doctor. He's like, it's okay. We can meet here. We can even have lunch. It's good. He says, but well, you can't eat anything here though. You can't eat anything. Your system is too sensitive. And I'm like, but doc, what do? I feel like I need help. I need to exercise, huh? I need to go running. He goes, no, don't do anything like that. Don't be crazy now. What you need is hot baths. Relax. Heal yourself. And I'm like, but what have I done to myself? He goes, it's the food you've been eating, Vic. It's terribly dangerous what you've been doing to yourself. He says, don't you understand? Garlic is a very dangerous medicine. And I said, now you're speaking my language. I know what you're talking about. I said, I know what you're talking about, doctor. I said, garlic is the sun. He goes, well, I wouldn't have actually said that, but why don't you explain that to me? And I said, well, see, Doc, I said, back when I was a kid, I tried to figure out how to make sense out of life. And I thought to myself, if I could organize food as if it was the solar system in order of importance, what would I put in the middle? I couldn't put like pasta in the middle, or rice, or something like that. I couldn't put milk in the middle. What would I put in the middle? There's only one thing my grandmother taught me could be the sun, the center of the galaxy. Garlic. Garlic is the sun. And if you understand that kind of logic, suddenly the night sky makes so much more sense. And so does the supermarket. Suddenly you look and you see things differently. You see that red tomato on the shelf and you go, ah, there is the planet Mars. You look up at the night sky, you see Saturn, you go, Saturn, you could only be a beautiful big potato. Because you're important, Saturn. But those rings could only be cut by a cosmic potato peeler. But there's only one thing that makes sense, and that is garlic. Everything needs to revolve around something. We know that garlic is the sun. I looked at Mercury and I thought to myself, I know what you are. You're a Brussels sprout. I thought about the planet Earth and I thought to myself, what could we be? What could we be? And then I thought to myself, I know what we are. We are a great cabbage. A great cosmic cabbage. Because you know how cabbage is? You know, you put it with meat, it tastes like it belongs there with meat. You can chop it up, you can make it into coleslaw. You let it pickle, it turns into sauerkraut. It's a world of potential. It's like the earth is a cabbage. But what is a cabbage without garlic? A cabbage is it's alright. But it ain't the center of the solar system. No, if there's one truth and only one, it is that garlic is the sun. Garlic is the sun. Delicious. Don't get me started about kimchi. You know, kimchi is very nutritious. I thought to myself, what about Jupiter? Jupiter is like almost the solar system of itself, right? And it's amazing how much this kind of logic makes sense, because Jupiter, if it was a big giant onion, it's almost like garlic. You could, without garlic, you can get away with using an onion. And without our solar system, we could probably get away with just Jupiter. And you think about Jupiter, it's got all those moons. And the moons of an onion would be like scallions, and shallots, and like pickled onions, things like that. But it ain't garlic. It ain't garlic. My grandmother, she told me, if you don't start with garlic, it's just groceries. You can't turn it into a meal without a little garlic. And of course, the Milky Way is not milk, but we know it's olive oil. And those shooting stars, little pieces of vermicelli. The stars, rice, asteroid meatballs. Way out in the far reaches of the solar system, maybe Pluto is a pickle. Because pickles, we're not quite sure if they're food, and people are actually arguing if Pluto's a planet anymore. Right? So food, condiment, Pluto, planet. Neptune could be that can of sardines that you're just waiting to eat in the middle of the night with some lentil beans. You know what I mean? But if there's one truth